Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So we're very much on the way now. Mazraoui. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now this could... Obama! It's bounced back off the post. Has a look up and drives it forward. Lisandro Martinez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And Burmo is looking wide. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think Luke Shaw is a player who can really thrive here, Peter. I expect a lot of long diagonal passes from that deep left position, and he can make those long busting runs looking to provide cutbacks. So we've got a ball shifter and a chance creator all in one.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Mainu. Shaw. He's in a good position. Shot, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Surely now! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He doesn't look too happy with that. It's their second corner of the game. He will be livid with himself. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Bruno Fernandes. And they've switched it over to the other side. Martinez. Mazraoui. Now Diallo. And it's Mount. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Now Mainu. And it's Mount. Ahmad. To Bruno Fernandes. Spread out to the left. And it's Mainu. Oh, it's a chance for a shot! Mount. 30 minutes gone. And Burmo. Mainu. And it's Shaw. Mainu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught on it here, and he's lost. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Number 19, Mbumo.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
They've got to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Mazraoui. Now it's Ahmad. Dorgu. And the counter is on. Now Menu. Dorgu. Bruno Fernandes. Spread it left. Dorgu. Oh, this is a terrific
There
run.
will be 1 minute added time.
Mount. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Menu. Dorgu. And it's Shaw. And it's Menu. Oh, that is a good... Oh, net. Manchester United are back on level terms. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now he's running away. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Looking for the run. Diallo in acres of space out wide. Now then, the ball's come loose. Burmo. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Out for a throw.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Bruno Fernandes being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Shaw.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shaw. Menu. Here's Shaw. He'll try from distance! And again, he is at his elastic best. So, third corner of the game. And he's gone looking for safety. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Shaw. Burmo has found the net here, of course. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Number 7, Mason Mount.
Manchester United with the lead. Menu. Dorgu. Mount. And it's Menu. Nicely spread. Menu making good progress. Dorgu. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Mount. To Bruno Fernandes. Burmo, big chance! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 77 minutes.
So, what's your view on that goal then?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Burmo. He's shifting through the gears here.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Mount. Mazraoui. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Tries to play it through. And he welcomes shapes to shoot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. Shaw is there, and he can get that clear. 5 minutes left on the clock. Distributed tidily. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now there's a... Can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Manchester United now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and...
Can he finish? It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
There's the header! No, not the best of headers.
Substitutions taking place.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think so.
And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Burmo voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two...
Big chance! Now, it's fallen kindly here. And he's there to get it away.
Manchester United would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Calafiori. And here's Jesus. Lewis Skelly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus. He's always going to be a massive threat, Peter. And that's primarily because his movement off the ball is so effective. Even if he doesn't end up touching the ball, he usually plays a part in his team's attacking plays because he's dragged people out of position, and that can be an obvious help to those around him.
Tries a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Maguire. Manchester United are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Nicely spread. Nice interception, well timed. Odegaard. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. For Martinelli. Odegaard. Mazraoui cuts out the pass. Swung over. Now he's off and running. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! That's another chance. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
And Boma really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Odegaard. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Ahmad. This looks promising. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nice touch. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gabriel Jesus. Madueke. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Martinelli. Burmo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And the finish! Well, now... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Gabriel Jesus. And the counter is on. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Lewis Skelly. Spread to the right. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Mount. Now Mainu. Shaw. And it's Shaw. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lisandro Martinez gets over and intercepts. Mazraoui. Now it's Ahmad. And they've switched it over to the other side. Cross goes in there. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Shaw. Aimed at the far side. Mosquera getting this one clear. Nicked it back promptly. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Martinelli. Calafiori. Bruno Fernandes. That has been slung wide. Ødegaard. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Madueke. And he's managed... Can he finish? And that's a good finish. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 20, Madueke.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's come loose. Shapes to shoot! Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out wide. Out towards the flank. Shaw getting forward. And he shoots! This time surely! And a neat finish! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
60 minutes is number 19.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect
The
example.
attendance for this match was 71,550.
Starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Martinelli. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Burmo being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gabriel Jesus. Dorgu. Bruno Fernandes. Closing in on goal. Bruno Fernandes! And no mistake! But that is not going to count.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Martinelli. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Mazraoui. And it's Mount. Now Menu. Ødegaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Madueke given the lift of his goal. And it's Zubimendi. Dorgu. Menu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bruno Fernandes. Now Dorgu.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Menu. Dorgu. Ødegaard. And it's Zubimendi. And Lewis Skelly. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, that's neat. And again. Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Manchester United found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Minutes has been indicated.
Kepa clears without hesitation. Zubimendi into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, he's found support out wide. Zubimendi gets into a good position. And the keeper gets his hands on it. That's that, the end. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Bruno Fernandes picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester.
And now,
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, we all know that Harry Maguire has come under a lot of scrutiny over the years, Peter. But I think he's passed most tests with flying colours. It'll be interesting to see how the opposition might test him using pace. Because if he has a weakness, then it's the fact that he's a little slow on the turn, though it's usually something he can make up for with his reading of the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. So it's down to business here. Bruno Fernandes. Great chance!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Can he get onto this? Burmo is onto it in a flash. Ruggeri. Menu. And it's Shaw. Dorgu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bruno Fernandes. Burmo. Steaming on goalwards. Big chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. So it is still 0-0. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ahmad. Now it's Ahmad. Pinches it off him. And the shot! Shaw. To Bruno Fernandes. Driving forward. And here's Ahmad. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He's found a way through. Dorgu. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes! Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it out wide. Oh, easy pickings there. Menu. Mount. And Burmo. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 37 minutes is number 19, Angulo.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Menu. And it's Mount. Mount! Spectacular save! The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Pass somewhat off target.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mazraoui. Obama! And the referee has blown for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Manchester United definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're off again.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Shaw. Mount. Dorgu. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Menu. And it's Shaw. Shaw scooting forward. And Bomo, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Front-footed pressing going on here. Manchester United are still that goal to the good. Bomo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Out towards the flank. Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears. And a chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
71,898.
So, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
That has not gone well. Has a look and plays it forward. And they win it back again. Menu. Dorgu. And it's Shaw. Shaw is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Bruno Fernandes. Dorgu. And it's Shaw. And it's Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. This might spell danger. Mount! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Number 7, Nathan Mount.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Ruggeri, foot in, whistle's gone, that's foul. Ruggeri. And that's been drilled in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Mount. Now Diallo. Mazraoui. And it's Mount. Now Menu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Dorgu. And it's made its way to him. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Mount. And here's Ahmad. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mazraoui. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. That has been slung wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's found a way past. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There will be 3 minutes.
Decent chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mazraoui plays it forward. He's had it taken off him. Looking for options for movement. This could be their final throw of the dice. They've played it short. Could have here their final chance. And it's been taken short. A lot of space ahead. Goes for a shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Burmo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Today, everybody, to make sure to put
That's
any
it for
litter
tonight's
in the bin
match, so it just
provided.
remains for me to
Thank
thank
you.
Jim. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
And now, lining up for
Manchester United have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
We are just getting started. And he's heaved it away, and he's managed to gift it back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Maguire. Now Mazraoui. Ahmad. And it's Mount. Ahmad. Out towards the flank. Mazraoui receives it in a wide position. And the shot! And he's there to get it away. Turns back here, probably the best option. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look.
Oh, shooting chance! And again! Goal! Manchester United! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Manchester United make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Burmo. Manchester United very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. To Bruno Fernandes. And here's Ahmad. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it, and the shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 23 minutes is...
And he's only too
number
grateful
9.
to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Big chance! And he's following up! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Maguire, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's been given away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that's neat. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. No, he refuses to take the bait. Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pass somewhat off target. Mazraoui. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That's Mount. Well, that is one way to stop him. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Dundee United have got it back, and they'll have another go. Lisandro Martinez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Mount. And it's Mazraoui. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mount. And here's Ahmad.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Very nicely done. Mazraoui has it in a wide position. Oh, he's having a go! And that's off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least...
That's it, 45 minutes up. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Manchester United are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Can he finish? Bruno Fernandes. Dorgu. Dorgu making good progress. And it's Shaw. Dorgu gets into a good position. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mount does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And a chance! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And yes, it's him again. Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away. There's no respite if you're being chased down like this. Manchester United are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Cross to the back post. And that's the keeper's ball. Burmo being hunted in packs.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Ahmad.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Dorgu. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That is good alertness. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Mount. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Ahmad. Great vision. Shaw spots it and intercepts. Menu. That's Mount. Over to the right flank. Burmo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's come to nothing. Dorgu. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Bruno Fernandes has created 1 goal already. Mount. And it's Menu. Dorgu. Oh, there's a probing ball, and the counter is on. And he is dashing away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
But that has not gone well. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Menu. Dorgu.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
That's a sharp pass. Mazraoui did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Shaw. That has been cut short. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. Now it's Mount. That has been slung wide. Shaw calmly anticipates. Menu. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chance, surely! And that's that. Manchester United can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Burmo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So straight into the action. Mount. And here's Ahmad. Might be danger here. who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And Bomo, now it's Mount. Tries a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, shooting shot! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Number 3, Mazraoui.
Manchester United make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Not the most accurate pass. Bruno Fernandes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Gilberto getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Manchester United currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Menu. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Now it's Willian Jose, it's a really well measured ball. Played into the box, chance surely! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 23 minutes is
Speed of thought,
11.
efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Mazraoui gets into a good position. Mazraoui. Very nicely done. Space for him to turn and look. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Willian Jose. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ahmad. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mount. Mount. Oh, this is a terrific run. finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Willian Jose. Really fierce, close defending. Dorgu. To Bruno Fernandes. Willian Jose.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lisandro Martinez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Dorgu. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Cross goes in there. Now this could... He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Number 16.
Manchester United with the lead. Shaw promptly onto that, and that is that. Dorgu. Shaw. Dorgu. And it's Mainu.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's Mount. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad! Oh, that wasn't far away. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
With the owner of a
Oh,
blue
well,
car
the
parked
pickings
outside the
certainly
stadium
have been
gate,
rich in this
kindly
first half.
remove it,
Yeah,
as
they're
it
ahead,
has to be
Peter,
thrown
but they
away.
can't afford to
Everyone,
get too
please
complacent.
look at our players.
They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Manchester United are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And so the action is resumed. Bruno Fernandes. Dorgu. And it's Mount. And Bournemouth. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now it's Willian Jose. Oh, that's well spotted. Martinez. Now Mainu. Martinez. And it's Shaw. Dorgu. He's found a way through. Mainu. Mount. And it's Mainu. Bruno Fernandes currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against him here.
Now it's Willian Jose. He's in plenty of space here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though,
The
who was
attendance for
ever
this
so
match was
determined.
71,649.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Nicely aimed pass. Dorgu. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Dorgu. Dorgu. Good running, strong and purposeful. Great defending, strong and determined. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Shaw. Dorgu. Menu. Lovely, now then. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ahmad clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Willian Jose. Gilberto. 75 minutes played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bruno Fernandes. And Burmo. He's looking wide. Oh, nice touch. Dorgu. And it's Mount. Willian Jose could move up a gear here. That has been slung wide. Ahmad. Mount, who's set up one goal so far. That's destined for the flank. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Menu. Oh, this is a great position. Decent chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution in progress.
So their fourth corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. Bahia are looking to go forward now. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitution.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Willian Jose. Shaw promptly onto that, and that is that.
2 added minutes
Dorgu.
has been indicated.
And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Ahmad taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've been hugely impressed with Kaoru Mitoma, Peter. He has worked extremely hard on all aspects of his game, and you're not going to find too many weaknesses about at the moment.
Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Number 19, Mbumo.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pass somewhat off target. Dorgu. Bruno Fernandes. That's Mount. And it's Menu to Bruno Fernandes. Menu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now that tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Martinez. Manchester United look out of sight already. They'll struggle to let it slip from here. Bruno Fernandes. Burmo. And here's Ahmad. Now shoots! And he's there to belt it away. Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here. Dorgu. Dorgu. Flings in across. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Endo. Now Mitoma. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's had it nicked away. Mazraoui. Mount. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And Burmo receives it in a good position here. Bruno Fernandes! And how did he not make it 4?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mitoma stood up well to him there.
Mitoma really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ahmad. He is just caressing the ball. He has found the way through. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's had a shot! Kubo. Duan.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Menu. Bruno Fernandes, who's set up one goal so far. Spread to the right. And here's Ahmad. Nasraoui puts the ball in. And he can thump it away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Just past the 40th minute mark. Burmo. Dorgu. Shaw just loves to go forward whenever he can. It's Akura. It's a good run down the right.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he was quick to react. Endo. Now Mitoma. He's found a way through. Nasraoui. And it's half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Hello, everybody.
Manchester United absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Manchester United looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
So we're underway for the second half. Duan. Played out towards the right wing. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Mount given the lift of his goal. Menu. And it's Shaw. Mount. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Dorgu probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Aim forwards. Nasraoui. And it's Menu. Bruno Fernandes. That's destined for the flank. And he's gone backward here. Shot could be... And the finish! And a neat finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he is dashing away. Decent chance! And that's a tiny finish. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
59 minutes is number 10.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Mount needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
898.
Mazraoui gets on his bike and on the move. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
After 64 minutes is
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Endo. Burmo. Menu. Now Dorgu. Very nicely done. Endo. Mount does well to get it back. Now it's Minamino. Mazraoui makes the interception. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Drills one in. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Mazraoui. And the return pass. No, that's just wide.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Substitutions taking place.
Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Endo. Kubo. Kubo. He's going for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Chance for a shot! Dorgu. Dorgu getting forward. Shaw. Now Dorgu. And it's Mount. And that has left him in a heap. Kubo. Japan do have a chance to counter here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is expertly dealt with. Burmo. Good take, and is he in? Closing in on, and he shoots! He's put it wide.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Endo gets a foot in here. He's shifting through the gears here. Now he's having a hit! Oh my word, that is quite something! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Japan get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Shaw, Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Dorgu.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Obama! Oh, that's a waste. Endo. It's been shipped out wide. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. He's got away. Always. And the shot! Well, that is remarkable. Endo. And that is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Burmo just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us